Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
चल चल माता जी को दे दे जल्दी आ हाँ
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
स्पृशन् कृत्वा बाह्यां चक्षुश्चैवान्तरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानौ समौ कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यतेन्द्रियमनोबुद्धिः मुनिमोक्षपरायणः विगते इच्छामयो क्रोधो यः सदा मुक्त एव सः. Shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between the two eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breath within the nostril, and thus controlling the mind, sense, and intelligence. The transcendentalist aiming at liberation become free from desire, fear, and anger. One who is always in this state is certainly liberated. So we can have certain points here. Now, first thing is that this is a recommendation of Ashtanga Yoga. It is given in the Bhagavad Gita, so it's a bona fide process. Then why we don't practice it? Why we are not sitting, putting at the tip of the nose? Why we are not practicing it? Correct? Many times people come ISKCON, भाई आप लोग नहीं सिखाते ये सब. That is okay, that is even this. Some people say, Swamiji, you know to see hand. First they ask this, and then you teach meditation, mostly. And they say, we don't do meditation. They get very, what is this? Because that is what they know of. Movie, maybe if they show a sadhu, how they show is sitting somewhere, one hand really resting like this, and meditation. Correct? That is the picture people have. And they come to ISKCON, we are not doing any one of those things. Neither we see the hand, and neither we give some ash, neither we do all these things. It's a meditation. So therefore you have to continue reading the chapter of Bhagavad. Therefore you need a teacher. You can always pull out any line out of context. Just like we were recently pulling. There is a Srimad Bhagavatam is there. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj says, when the Narasimhadev asks him, what do you want? He said, my Lord, let my heart be free from any material desire. Now this is not a devotee's ultimate goal. This is just moksha. Devotee wants to go to Vaikuntha. But you are taking it out of context. You continue reading, now what is saying next verse? So we cannot just take out one thread. If you continue reading the argument, then immediately Arjuna is going to say now in the sixth chapter, Krishna, I cannot practice it. And then Prabhupada say, if Arjuna cannot do it, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? You are a tiny fellow. Arjuna was in a different time and place, trained to live in a Gurukul, acclimatized to the forest atmosphere. Now the rules and regulation of Ashtanga Yoga is coming. Ashtanga Yoga is not recommended by any bona fide Acharya. There are so many bogus people. No bona fide Acharya will recommend Ashtanga Yoga sitting in a home. It has to be done in the forest. That's a yama niyama. Sit on a kusha grass, neither too high, neither too low. Who is sitting on kusha grass? The different. It's a mechanical process. So this Prabhupada sometimes the child is gymnastics. Yeah, Bhakti Yogi, for Bhakti Yogi, he laughs. It is very nicely said, very nice statement. It is said, Kaivalyam narakayate, Tudhashapura akash pushpayate. Then, Durdanta indriya kala sarpa potaka damsrayate. When he sees people sitting in the forest and, doing all this kind of thing, he laughs. He can say it is childish gymnastics because he doesn't need to do all these things. But nowadays, what has remained of the Vedic culture? Two problems. One thing, they're all Mayavadis. 99% spiritual organizations also, they teach impersonalism. Not only is for every religion practically, impersonalism. They don't accept God has a personality. Correct? So we should be very careful. Mayavada bhasha huve sarvanasha. We will lose our spiritual life if we hear them. Just like anything you hear, you should hear from an authority. We hear to a doctor, we are saved. We hear from anybody, everybody will get confused then. And number one is their problem this. And second problem is that they teach meditation as a process of self-realization. Both are cheating. Total cheating for the innocent mass of society. God is not impersonal. God has a beautiful personality. We are discussing in the Bhagavatam's personality is so great. A daily class we are having, Chitriketu is taking darshan of the Lord. And which form of the Lord is? Sankarshana form of the Lord. Come in a very white, beautiful form. And there are Sanat Kumaras, so many devotees glorifying him. And with tears of love, he is offering prayers to the Lord. Kahan bhai? Personality hai Bhagwan ka. So we should be very careful, not get cheated. Always strictly according to... Actually, there can be no fortune more than this. Coming in a Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, where Lord Chaitanya is personally present, who is a Yugavatara, and being guided by his disciples. Now, where we want to be... just like a plane is going, we should not jump from the plane. प्लेन में बैठे रहो, ये पहुंच जाएगा वैकुंठ, फिक्र नहीं करो. लेकिन अगर दरवाजा इमरजेंसी डोर खोल के कूदोगे तो फिर कौन मदद कर सकता है? राइट? वी आर रियली फॉर्चुनेट. We don't deserve also. But somehow we are fortunate and we are not just saying, it's Shastra says. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangas Pashadam Yagnai Sankirtana Prai Yajanti Hi Sumeda Saha, recorded in the Bhagavatam in the 11th canto. Who asked the question to whom? King Nimi to the Navayogendras. And they are replying that the symptoms of Yuga Avatara and different Yuga. And for Kali Yuga, he says, Krishna Varnam, he will always be chanting the name of the Lord. Tusha Akrishnam, but his color is not like Krishna. Next Sunday is coming Gaur Purnima, appearance of Lord Chaitanya. Very, very confidential. Even most of the Vaishnava Sampradayas don't know that. They don't know. Lord Chaitanya is not known. Not known. You ask Ramanujas, they don't know Lord Chaitanya. They don't know. You ask Madhva, they also don't know Lord. It's very, very confidential. Krishna Virnam, Tvasha Akrishnam. Symptoms are given. There are 100 shlokas. This is just one from Bhagavatam. He's always talking about Krishna. Tvasha Akrishna, but color is not like Krishna. Golden color. Therefore it's called Gauranga. Sangha, he comes with a lot of associates. Sangha Upanga. Sangha Upanga. Upanga means now next associates, varieties of associates. Sangha, Sango, Sangha, Anga, Panga, Pashada. There are varieties of associates. And Astra, his Astra, he doesn't bring a weapon. He says his beauty is his weapon. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so beautiful. And all his associates, the devotional qualities of Lord Chaitanya and his devotees are the Astra. He does not lift the weapon. Or you can say Harinama was his weapon. Sango, Panga, Sapashadam, Yagnai. Even Prashadam was his weapon. Chaitanya Charitam is the only scripture where they will have a chapter of description of Prashadam. I think you remember, sometimes you have read. Full chapter this sabji was also there, and that sweet was made, and how it was made also is the detail. They had put that also in it. It's the detail of some big feast. We're not saying Bhagavatam, this discussion, because this is a weapon for Kali Yuga. These are the astras of Lord in Kali Yuga. Prabhupada also in America, when he landed up, he used to make gulab jamun. Ladies know making gulab jamun is not easy. Particularly if you get nowadays, they get jamun mix. You can understand Prabhupada did not have that facility. They don't know what is jamun. So now you know the long course he has to do. You have to take milk and make khoya out of it and then start. So a lot of work is needed. And he used to make, and that very tasty also. You get from market, jamun mix will not be so tasty. You make khoya and then make it. It's very, very tasty. We day in a week morning we offer khoya to the Lord itself. Is so tasty. Then you cook it in ghee and it becomes. So he used to make big jamuns, and he used to keep a jar there. And the boys used to come like visitors and just there. They're not his disciples in the beginning. Because yes, he never brought down the standard of the disciple. He kept it. He was slowly helping them to come to the standard. So they used to, any time they used to feel hungry, they used to take one and eat. And they used to, it became a joke. They say it is Hare Krishna bullet. Anybody has one jamun, he is finished. He accepts Krishna. It was so nice. Spiritually powerful, but because made by a great devotee of the Lord and offered with devotion. Therefore, prasadam has to have 3 components. Otherwise, I do not agree it's a prasadam. It has to be cooked by a devotee, not by employee. It has to be offered to the Lord by a devotee. Then it has to be honored with devotion. Otherwise, effect will not be there. 3 things have to be there. Correct? Kirtan also. A devotee should sing, and with devotion you should hear. Then effect will come. Correct, no? Nahi to effect nahi aayega. Agreed? The same way, prasadam also, you should make with devotion. And then offer with love to the Lord. My Lord, please accept. And then, with devotion, with respect, you have to eat. Then it will be potent. So anyway, those first 2 were anyway there. Acharya had made with devotion and offered with devotion, and gave them it like boom. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They used to say it to Hare Krishna. So that was the astra. Krishna Varnam Dushakashram Sango Pangas Pashatam Yagnai Sankirtana Pray. And what he starts? The Lord himself, Sankirtana Yagna. That's what we are doing. Right, correct? And that's why Sunday evening we'll keep like this. Mainly we will focus on big Harinam. Prabhupada used to call it love feast Sunday evening. Nice big Harinam and big Prasadam. Okay? And Sunday morning should be the time where people who want to learn in detail we can do. That is in Bhagavatam. Correct? Because evening let us give an opportunity when a new person can come. It should be very simple, so he can also understand, but can join in the morning, can have detail. Or you can join the video conferences we are doing. 9 to 11, Saturday and Sunday. So now, we should be very fortunate to take up the path of Lord Chaitanya. It is, Prabhupada says, it is like a lift. Otherwise, you have to go through the stages. First thing is, you do Sakama Karma Yoga. Means, mostly lowest is people are doing bhog, sense gratification. You do some activities with a strong desire for material wealth and fame in the world. At the same time, you link it to the Lord. That is called Sakama Karma Yoga. One level. Next level you go Nishkam Karma Yoga. You understand? No. I will just do my duty in the society. Whatever comes. Nishkam Karma Yoga. Contribute to the society, whatever they give, I take as prasada. But I am not attached to the fruit, how much it is coming. And then next, Gyan Yoga. Okay? I am cultivating knowledge. Because I am purified. Yoga means I am sacrificing. By sacrifice, you are purified. Then after Gyan Yoga comes Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means you only want 2 lotus feet of Krishna. So none of us can say we are on Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is actually very advanced. You understand? When it is polluted by Jnana and Karma, it becomes Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. Yoga is only Bhakti Yoga. There is no other yoga. Yoga means Bhakti Yoga. When there is a pollution of karma, it is called Sakama Karma or Nishkama Karma. When there is a pollution of speculation, it is called Jnana Yoga. Correct? So this is the contamination, they will pull it down. So pure Bhakti Yoga, it's very rare. But we are all trying. Now Bhakti Yoga is a direct lift. You don't have to go step by step, Sakama Karma Yoga, फिर Nishkam Karma Yoga, फिर Jnana Yoga, then Ashtang Yoga, and you practice the Ashtang Yoga. What happens at the end of Ashtang Yoga? If you are properly doing, that nobody will do. If you are properly doing Ashtang Yoga in the forest, practicing all the tapasya, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, everything, not like what happens today. They gather together in some hall, soham, and go back, eat meat, drink wine, and watch TV, and they're advancing in spiritual life. Where they're advancing, we don't know. No. We have to. Therefore, in this verse also it has said that controlling the senses. Actually, the 6th chapter is coming, but already it has started here. It's like an overlap. It is talking about Ashtanga Yoga in the 8th, this 27, 28. Shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated, suspending inward outer breath with the nostril, controlling the mind sense. So you see, without controlling the senses, there is no question of advancement in any yoga. And what is the controlling the senses? How does it happen? Asat Sangha Tyaga. Give up the association of all asat people. That's why what do you do? Go home, switch off the TV. Throw the newspaper. Hare Krishna, Hare. How much time you will say, you will not know. So much time I got, that limited, you can tell somebody, what is the news today? Don't take more than 2 minutes. That's what Acharya used to do. Imagine Acharya Prabhupada had to spread the worldwide mission. But he has to practically know also what's happening. Take something, if ISKCON had news has come in the newspaper, he'll check what is coming. That is for preaching. What they have written. In fact, once what happened, Prabhupada jokes, he was in America. So they wrote a newspaper. Very bad against ISKCON. Well, these Hare Krishna people are simply nuisance, blah, 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 blah. Prabhupada said, how much is the distribution of the newspaper? Prabhupada, 2 million. Very bad Prabhupada. Prabhupada looking another angle. How many times they have written Krishna? Prabhupada 20 times. So 40 million times Krishna name has been chanted. Hari Bol. He is looking in another way. Somehow these idiots have chanted the name. Because in that country, that itself is a great step. People have chanted Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Somehow they have chanted. So anyway, so there's a very great... So this is very important to control the senses. So we should, because if we want to advance in spiritual life, somehow we should say where we are taking association of the asat people. Because Krishna consciousness, even once a week we are having a meeting, everybody, the heart is burning in happiness of Krishna consciousness. That should not go down. Why does the fire come down? Because you put water over the fire. How do you put water over the fire? Asatsanga. So we should be very careful not to take any asatsanga. Just close away all the means. Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, where he was writing his books, Bhagavatam, preparing for going, spreading the mission all around the world. At that time, radio arrived in India. You know radio? 1960s, 50s. Prabhupada has been there, Vrindavan, 50s. Which is the date radio came to India? 50s? There was no TV, I think. TV came which year? Anybody knows? Doordarshan started which year? At that time was radio. At least in Vrindavan was only radio. Vrindavan is anyway 10 years behind the rest of the cities. It's like more like a village those days. So, Prabhupada said this radio is a laughter of Maya. What is it? Because he saw people all the time, they're very keen. Remember? We are all old people, we remember. When somebody will bring a transistor to hear the commentary and we will be whole day hooked to that. There was no TV those days. Shisha remembers. All we remember. How much the radio itself, Prabhupada saw, people are absorbed in that voice which is coming from Asat Sangha, and you are absorbed. Don't do that. Okay? Give up. Instead of that, you read one purport in Bhagavatam. How much are you going to advance? You learn, you have to control. If you do not control the senses, and any of you want to advance a spiritual life, what will become is Sahajiya. Sahajiya means you are making it very cheap. Okay, na? It's like very proper said, Krishna consciousness, very simple. Do it seriously, that's all. Chanting Hare Krishna is a very simple process. Anybody can do, but do it seriously. Don't do multitasking japa time. A whole day we have for your Gramya Katha. At least japa time you have for 2 hours for japa. That time you should not allow anything else to disturb you. Okay, remember one devotee had come, elderly Prabhupada disciple. Some of you went there. Purijan Prabhu had come. Some of you went, I think. Yeah? What he was teaching? With concentration, chant japa. Somebody was saying, 10th regulated principle, 11th, keep mobile away. 11th regulated, switch off the mobile. 11th regulated principle. Because it'll keep disturbing. People are doing gram. Therefore, it is good to do japa early morning. And people can take advantage. You can come to the temple. And early morning we chant. You can also sit and chant with us. At the beginning, still you get used to. Because Brahma Muhurta is very, very important. Somebody was telling even that at the 4 o'clock in the morning, because everything the Vedas tell has been proven to be very scientific. So therefore in the morning there is a strong rush of so many hormones in the body. And if you, just like a computer, heavy internal thing is running and the hardware is not cooperating, therefore anybody in the morning has got up and slept. Anybody with an experience? You get up in the morning to plan to do japa, you sleep. The strong dreams come. Internal, a doctor is there. Correct? A morning time there is a strong rush. That is actually the time. There are many, many articles are coming on that. They will understand, but this will take millions of years. Why don't you take advantage? Ready knowledge. Get up that time. That is not the time to. After 4 o'clock, we should 4 to 6 we should be awake. And what we are talking, look at your grandmother, grandfather, they're always awake. 3, 4, before sunrise, 2 hours before sunrise. Mangalore sunrise is 6. So 4 to 6 is the time we should take this medicine. Just like doctor nahi bolte, medicine lena hai khane ke pehle ya. This medicine of Harinama should be taken 4 to 6. Because I have an experience. Many times it is you get up and for some reason you are tired and you see, if you take half an hour rest also, you get dreams like so heavy. So that's not the time actually. When too much dreams, you don't get rest because your mind is still tired, did not take a rest. Still running. Okay. You eat more, you dream more, you sleep more. It's like that. So anyway, so take care. So this is a very nice explanation here. Prabhupada is saying that we should practice these processes which are given of Ashtanga Yoga are automatically included within Bhakti Yoga. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hare